How's it going, everybody? This is PR Rogue Strife, Team EGO, back at it once again with another Call of Duty commentary video for you guys. Today's video is going to be featuring Slums, and the game type is going to be Headquarters. It's a game type that I really don't like. I've never been a fan of this game type at all, mainly because once one team has the headquarters, if you drop dead, you can't respawn, or if your team has the headquarters, you get, drop shotted or whatever, you can't respawn until the headquarters is destroyed, which just really makes it annoying as hell. This is featuring the Vector, completely second prestiged, gold camo and whatnot. You guys are going to see a lot more of, actually, I'm not going to say a lot more, but you guys definitely are going to see a lot more, or a couple more Vector gameplay videos. But the major reason, because while over on PlayStation 3, I just had this major crutch on the Vector. Like, anytime I ever tried using a different SMG, it would just never work out for me. Like, the Vector was, it's almost as if the Vector is just telling me, listen, like, bro, I'm your gun and you cannot use another, I'm jealous or whatever, I'm not gonna let you use another SMG besides me, and you're gonna wreck face only with me. So it was kind of a curse. And while I was working on other SMGs, like, it kept coming back. Like, the Vector was the only SMG I can use. But anyways, guys, Christmas just passed. Hope you all had a very, very, very wonderful Christmas. Hope you guys got everything that you wanted. And for all of us that are above the age of 18, or actually above the age of like 16, you really didn't end up getting much besides, let's say, clothes or, some adult kind of stuff, because that's just how that's basically just how it rolls when you get older in life. However, this Christmas I actually did end up getting another Xbox 360. For those of you who don't know, I've been on Xbox, or I was on Xbox from 2004 all the way up until 2011, and I like, during the time frame of 2010 into 2011, I really didn't use the Xbox all that much, and I just ended up getting rid of it. Or in this case, I ended up giving it to my two little brothers, and what ended up happening was that old Xbox ended up, the disk drive ended up failing completely. Wasn't the rubber band. I took it all apart one day, looked at it, and it wouldn't work. And eventually they got, actually the past Christmas, they ended up getting another Xbox, the black one that's like 250 gigs or whatever, and basically the same exact basically this Christmas I ended up getting the same exact gift. So it's crazy. Now we have a PlayStation 3, two Xbox 360s, a Wii, all this crazy stuff. And before you ask, no, we are not rich. No way. So just in case if anybody's gonna say, well, you sound like you make a pretty good living right there. No. We're middle class, ladies and gents. I don't make that money. I don't make that kind of money. My parents definitely don't make that kind of money. It's for us to be classified as rich. But anyways, that's not the point of this commentary. The point of this commentary, well, actually, I really didn't have a subject. I had a couple of things in mind, but definitely not like one specific subject. And this is where the whole gameplay kind of turns around. For me, this game in particular was going pretty slow, and then this was the first time I ever used the escort drone care package. I ended up just stealing it. One of my opponent's care packages ended up being this thing. This thing put in so much work this game. Like, I mean, you're gonna see I'm just sitting in the corner, like, this thing's putting in a lot of work. I really don't even have to do much. Maybe I'll get to my Lone Star. Maybe I'll get my Vito Warship. And while I don't think that happens, the escort drone just put in way too much work this game. It was actually really, I don't think without the escort drone, had that never happened, I don't think I would have been able to even show you guys this kind of game, or this gameplay in particular. So now that I have an Xbox 360, what does this mean? This means lately I've actually been able to get some good chemistry involved and get together with the rest of my teammates, and we've been doing a lot of different game modes and whatnot, getting that team chemistry built, and discussing a lot of things, discussing what kind of MLG events we're going to be able to attend, what events we're going to be attending, come January and stuff like that, or what we're going to attempt to do, and how we're going to attempt to dethrone Optic Gaming and whatnot. And whilst that may seem like a it definitely is, to a lot of people, it's gonna seem like, whoa, you're kind of pushing your luck here. Listen, anything is possible, and if you don't strive for the top, like if you don't strive for the top, you'll always end up at the bottom. So always strive for the top, guys. Never, like, I'm not satisfied until, you know, I'm making money being a professional gamer. I will never be satisfied until that point, and I definitely want to be with my team the entire way through. And these past couple of nights, we've just been grinding out sessions, just getting call-outs, or excuse me, getting the call-outs done, which call-outs are easy to do. If you've been in, let's say, any competitive first-person shooter, you know, you should be very familiar with call-outs. For me, it was like Halo 3 era days. Is when I really started to learn like the term of call-outs and learning how to, you know, make sure your teammates are aware of where your opponents are at all times, and just keep the awareness up, or keep the whole team's awareness levels up and whatnot. So the transition from Halo to Call of Duty really isn't that bad. I'm surprised. I'm still surprised. Like, damn, the quick scoping in this game is ridiculous. That should not happen. Like in Halo, that's fully legit, but that should never be in Call of Duty. It just should never be. Like, quick scoping is very ridiculous. You don't even get a hit marker. You don't get a warning. You just get, oh, you shoot, they turn around and they blast you, and you just drop dead instantly. That's a little ridiculous. But anyways, so what does this mean for me? This means that I'm going to be spending a lot more time on the 360. In fact, I might be spending all of my time on the 360 at this point at this point in time. Will I be prestiging, however? And this is something I discussed with one of my teammates, and he was like, well, if you're not really going for the create a class slot, if you really don't use more than 5 classes, which I never use more than 5 classes, that's just always been my playstyle. He brought up a really good point and said, then it's probably not worth prestiging, and I do agree absolutely. I mean, the only reason I was even prestiging on the PlayStation 3 was just to keep getting the cool ass, you know, emblems and stuff. I mean, does prestiging, like, is prestiging fun? Yes. Does it bring that little bit of extra flavor into the game? Yes, it absolutely does. It may even keep a lot of people's interest. Like, I mean, because once you beat, let's say you even play the campaign and get the achievements or the trophies, you know, you do that, and then you go online, and then you reach level 55 online, and then it's just like, well, what the fuck do I do? You know, it's just like, there's prestiging. But for a person of my persona, is it really worth prestiging at this point? Nah. So, over on the Xbox, what am I? I think I'm level 31 at this point, and I have no intentions of prestiging. I will be getting gold guns. Actually, it's very ironic because my guns that I use over on the 360 are completely different from the ones that I used on the PlayStation 3. Like on the Xbox 360, currently on the 360, I'm trying to focus on 2 guns at a time and get those golden, and don't go more than 2 guns. So currently I'm working on the Type 25 and the PDP. I haven't worked on the Vector, the MSMC. Assault rifles wise, I haven't worked on the FAL. I guarantee I'm gonna get the FAL golden, just because that gun's easy as shit. And that gun's pretty busted with select finder, or target finder, and select fire attachments. Like that gun is way too ridiculous. Yeah, when you throw target finder onto a gun, you're basically putting the game in a little bit of an basically putting the game in easy mode, as a lot of people would like to refer to it as. But in my case, my eyesight is not particularly the best, so if I gotta use target finder to win, fuck it, I'm gonna use target finder to win. I have it on my Type 25, and you know, like I said, it's cheesy, yes. It very much so is cheesy, but that's why there's things like cold-blooded. But I mean, even then, cold-blooded, I mean, unless the person that has cold-blooded on really knows what they're doing, or knows how to go into a confrontation with somebody that's using a target finder, it can go either way, really. All depends upon the person and the player. Um, so I'm going to be focusing a lot more on the 360. For everybody that's on the PS3, this is kind of shitty news, unfortunately, but there's really not much I can do. I still have a lot of good footage on the PS3 that I need to go and get recorded. That way I can showcase you guys the kind of, I guess you can say, the final games that I had over the PS3. Like I said, I'm not sure if I'm going to be, completely stop playing over the PS3. But at this point in time, because I definitely have to focus, I gotta focus with the team. Every other day, so every single day, just grinding out sessions, getting our whole entire group ready for the competitive scene. That's obviously that's where all my time is gonna be devoted to. So, like I said, it's kind of shitty news for all the guys I know over the PlayStation 3, but I think for me it's the best thing to do, especially because I'm trying to go, professional gamer. At this point, I'm almost there. It's just getting to the events and getting the sponsorship. But other than that, I mean, my whole entire team has its own brand. Getting the jerseys finalized, and it is a complete business. So all that all that's left and all that's remaining is the sponsors and just going to the events and just throwing out, getting the whole entire team's name out there. So I think my PS3 stats currently, if anybody's wondering, I'm 4th prestige, or I was 4th prestige, 1.89 KD. Fuck, I don't even know if I've mentioned this before, and if I have, I apologize, because redundancy, excuse me, not redundancy, repetition is kind of sucks, and you don't really want to hear the same shit over and over. But also, one thing I'm considering doing is bringing, I don't know, maybe video game walkthroughs with commentary provided. I just had this really big itch to play Oblivion again on my spare time, or do other first-person shooter game commentaries. Like I just recently also picked up Halo 4, and while I'm not serious in that game whatsoever, big team battles fun as hell to play. Obviously, I'm very serious over Call of Duty, but let me know if your guys' thoughts and opinions on that. Would you guys like to see Let's Plays of some sort? Because I would love to give you guys a Oblivion Let's Play and still do the Call of Duty commentaries and whatnot. I just think I really want to make my channel diverse and just show you guys, video games. Show you guys a passion that I have for video games and competitive professional gaming. And I think that would, although that means the content will be not really sporadic, I'll try and balance everything out, but I think it would be fun. So anyways, guys, 4716, hope you guys have a very nice day. Thank you for watching. Peace.